Hello, my name is Second, and we are playing all the mods 9. And, friends, do you hear that? Do you hear that? Do you hear it? No? It's because I remembered to turn the villager noises off. Now, before we get into what I want to get into today, we're going to take some spruce planks, and we're just going to throw it on top of our stone cutter here. We're going to get 16 spruce boards back. And we're going to take them and put them just like this, like an upside down boat, in the crafting table. And we're going to take it upstairs to where we have the beginning of the house. Now this porch isn't even done. But we're going to put the bench down here. And we're going to have a seat. Because I'm here to tell you folks, it's been 5 long years. That's right. The last time Ender.io came out for a new version of the game was 1.12. It was in 2018. Now it's been updated for 1.12 since then, but as of a couple days ago, this is recorded probably about a week before you're going to see it, it is now available in 1.20.1. That's right, vibrant crystals, dark steel, all that fancy stuff. Now there was we're going to get into it, but first we're going to visit this wandering trader. He's got globes from supplementaries for sale. We're going to buy all 3 that he has. Now, where I think we start, we got some flint in our offhand, some cobbled deep slate. We No. Maybe we have it backwards. What if we... Let's see. We're looking for grains. Hold some flint. Shift right click. Shift right click. A grindstone? I thought it said bedrock. Well, we have to make a grindstone upstairs for crying out loud. Let's take this outside. Here we go. Backwards, backwards, backwards. Okay. So we just get it, and occasionally it costs us a flint. Okay, there's 30 grains. That's good. The first thing I would like to make... Ender.io, like, the part of it we're going to check out right now, it's kind of, your to some extent, your standard issue block and GUI tech mod, but it's really interesting and strange and fun. We're going to start out with a Sterling generator. We're going to need a bunch of things. The first thing, we've got dark metal, dark bimetal, and void. And our void chassis is just grains of infinity and some iron. We got iron. Have I made iron bars? A couple. Where's the crafting table? We gotta finish that house one of these days, right? Move in. Okay, 1 void chassis. Now 2 dark steel. What are we talking about here? We'll need... Okay, we're already gonna need a machine. So, deep slate, 3 furnaces, and grains of infinity for a primitive alloy smelter. Okay, we've got our furnaces, we got our deep slate. Get the grains back up and put them away. Had to go out and get some obsidian. Here we go. 1 primitive alloy smelter, and we're gonna hope it takes coal or something, because I don't know that we can even produce any energy just yet. Okay, looks like it takes coal. Now it looks like we're gonna need some coal anyway. Now we're probably gonna have to burn up some flint. We gotta pull this same trick again. We need 16 of them. Now we got 12. We're gonna run out of flint. Oops, that's my spell book. That won't work. Alright, 16. and 16 iron, and 16 obsidian. In our basic sag mill with some coal, and hopefully this will be enough. This is gonna sag mill, and our basic alloy smelter. Get in there. Yeah, sure enough, it's not gonna be fast, but this will get us some dark steel. Now, other things that we're gonna need some dark bimetal. That's dark steel nuggets, and infinity bimetal, which is grains of infinity and iron ingots. So that's pretty easy. We ought to make those basic gears right now. It'll cost us a little bit here. All right. Here we go. So the gears are just like so. And then we'll get some dark steel when that's done. We'll make the other gears. Oh, we got a little bit. Should be enough to get us our gears and stuff, right? Alright, there's 9 dark steel nuggets. Here are... well, there's 1 dark bimetal gear. What are we missing? Oh, we need a lot of dark steel. So there are capacitor banks that I believe are used for storage, but there's no recipe for them. So they're either not implemented yet, or they may be something we have to find in the world. I have a feeling that, if I remember correctly, the old capacitors... that's from pneumatic. Here they are. Okay, well, no, these you definitely craft. This is like the old recipe. I wonder... well, we can do a copper alloy exchanger. Hold shift. Silk touch mode. Okay. Oh, I know what this is. We can exchange blocks with these things. That's really cool. Alright, well, we may have to find these in the world, or they're not enabled yet. That's okay. We'll have quite a number of power generating options, and it looks like it runs on Forge Energy now, the mod. So it should be compatible with like power and stuff like that. But what we're going to do with it is we're going to pop it down here, right? We're going to have to find a capacitor so this thing will even work. We're going to have to find us some chests. Now, I don't know if there are any chests in this thing. I hope there are. It's almost nighttime. I think that's a pillager tower over there. That was a zombie. Is there like a cave right over here? Yeah, probably underneath us. But we're gonna sleep through the night. And then we're gonna see if we can't bash this thing. Alright, now I figure we could come over here and try to find a gate. But we're not gonna do that. We're busting in right over here from the side. Where might spawners be? Yeah. Grunty, grunty, grunt. Oh, hello. You have a sword. Too bad you're so terrible at this, huh? Now there was another room, right? Another stairwell. Is it over here? Alright, I don't see it. But we're definitely taking all of this, whatever it is. We could use bookshelves. Actually, we got a ton of books from that dungeon. But we're going to steal them anyway. I didn't see any capacitors. What is this? Anyway, Mage Hunter? Sharpness 5. How do we get out of here? Here we go. Oh, there's more up. Alright. What do you bet there's an evoker up here or something? Boy, I hear somebody. I'm taking that, though. Aha. I might have known. Treachery's afoot. What do we got here? Some food. Some fancies. Take some ender pearls. That's always good. I'll put all this stuff away. I'm not seeing any capacitors. Alright. Is there more up? Oh, there is. Oh, it's a parkour thing. Well, we're not doing that. We're just gonna climb up here. Arch Evoker. Legendary ink and an evocation rune. Wow. Oh, and there is another barrel under here. Look at this. Okay. Looks like this stuff is kind of marching to its own loot tables here. I see a lot of this stuff from... Ooh. I see a lot of this stuff from, like, this mod. Evocation. Or... No, it's not called Evocation. Whatever mod adds all this ink and all this other stuff. Looks like that's what you'll find in one of these places. Turns out when that evoker guy goes invisible, you can still this goes down. That's how that works. Okay. He doesn't move. He doesn't like teleport, so you can just, kind of face tank him. It's fine. Second PR Productions not responsible for it not being fine. Now let's see, was there another? Just their little shrine. Okay. Worth checking out. Let's check out these other barrels, just in case some of them are normal loot tables. You never know what's gonna be valuable. Leave nothing behind. Except this barrel. Alright, well we got what I'm pretty sure... Ow. Yeah, we haven't been to this one. So we're gonna... I know we just did this, but we're gonna check out the first level and see if we can't find any capacitors in any of these chests. We're getting broken spawners from Ender IO. You can use these to make powered spawners. So let's see. Just some garbage. Okay, I've been through this whole first level. Haven't seen a thing from Ender IO, but there was like a free waystone lying around somewhere where we were. So we're just gonna come back here, clean it out, probably off camera. You don't really need to see these more than once. Oh, look at this. I didn't even see this. I'll take a fire resistance ring. Yeah, so I don't know what I was thinking. We saw these recipes. So let's give it a try. It's interesting. It's like a mixture of the old Ender IO and the older Ender IO. So we'll need some of that. We'll need some of them grains. Here are the grains. What did it say? Copper? Okay. What about 2 copper? What if we made 2 of these? These feel like the old ones from like 1.6 and 1.7. Maybe I'm out of my mind. Alright, we'll make 2 of the basic. And then to make the double layer, we need energetic alloy. How much? Because we could do that. Just 2. So we would just need 2 redstone, 2 gold, and 2 glowstone. I think we can about handle that. And we're going to use some of our remaining flint. Hopefully to... Okay, so it's 3. 3 coal for 1 powdered coal. Okay. Okay. I'm sure GAI said that. I didn't catch it. And we got our energetic alloy. Just like old times. We'll run up here. We'll have to get a crafting table down there. The point of the exercise is the double capacitors increase everything about the machine by a factor of 2. I think all we do is we just take this thing, we throw it right here, and now it's starting to produce forge energy. Oh, it holds a good 400,000. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. What is this? Oh, that's for pneumatic craft. So, back to our sag mill. Alright. This will take, it'll take power to run, and that's the point of doing everything we're doing here. Alright, we're getting there. Gonna make a void chassis. And you know what? While we're at it, I gotta smelt up some more dark iron anyway. We're gonna go ahead and make ourselves a mega torch. What this is gonna do for us is... wrong box. It's going to completely prevent mobs spawning, I think, in a 64 block radius around it. It's significant. Just need a couple of actual torches. I guess I must have used them all up. Got any charcoal? I got a little charcoal. Okay. Alright, here we go. We're just gonna need a couple of blocks gold. And any logs, diamonds, couple torches. Hey, new recipe unlocked. Alright, time being, we're just gonna plop this thing right down here. We'll have to be a little bit careful. But, you know, this is gonna prevent us from having to worry about, like, having a creeper directly in our face as we leave the little hidey hole or whatever. I think we're finally ready. Alright. Now this is gonna serve as our first ore doubling mechanism. We're gonna go into the configuration. And on this side, we want it to push. And we're gonna need a capacitor in here for this thing to do anything at all. Alright, I got one of the tier 1 here. It's gonna start. Okay! This is gonna fill up with power. Very nice. Now, my next question. First of all, we're gonna have to move this over about one more here. More flint. Need it, apparently. We're gonna go into the configuration over here and grab this side. We can see the generator over there. That's pretty cool. We're gonna set that to push, and I think you can kind of drag these around. Yeah, just kind of left click and drag to make it a little easier. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna come up here, we're gonna grab our furnace. And we're gonna go ahead and upgrade it so it's even better. Nice gold furnace. What would it take? Well, just 6 diamonds and some glass. Do we have 6 diamonds? We don't have that many diamonds. And we're just gonna pop this thing right down here and set it up so that the left is a regular input. We can do fuel input from the front. We can do an output to the right and also another input here. Actually, we'll just have to feed this manually. It shouldn't be too bad. It'll have pretty good fuel efficiency. If we put something in front of it, we won't be able to access it. Alright, I went and got a bunch of ore. Also put Silk Touch on the pick with our villagers, so we can do a little testing of this thing. But we're going to want to make some pipes also. It's like, for the item pipe, we're going to need 2 droppers. So we'll need 3 redstone. We'll just get some cobblestone. Let's see here. I'm gonna make 2 of these. Now we're gonna make 1 of these, and we'll probably need flint for the wrench. Yeah. Ah, flint. It's a commodity in this pack, folks. It's a commodity. Let's go ahead and make this. You'll need this to really make the pipes do anything useful. And we'll just grab a barrel. And let's head down to our absolutely temporary ore processing basement. And pop this thing around right here. Put the barrel atop it. There we go. Now let's go ahead, throw some iron in here. It'll pop it right in. Processes pretty quickly. So we got 1 dust that time, and 1 dust that time. I would have thought we would have gotten more. Let's try a test higher number. We'll take 45 deep slate zinc ore. Shove it all in here. Doesn't look like it does a thing, actually. So that might be an issue with all the mods ores. Is this thing not? There we go. Alright, barrel on top of that. You can shift click twice to disconnect pipes. They do have a tendency to connect to inventories automatically. Let's try redstone. Okay, redstone does something. Gives you 8 and some silicon. None of that wants to go in the furnace. But, 8 redstone and ore, that's pretty good. I don't think we can do anything with the raw nickel or with the raw anything with the sag mill. So all the stuff we ended up with in ore in like raw form because of the way all the ores veins work, we'll have to process those normally. Let's also look into, well, zinc slate ore is the same, different. I'll put the diamond ore in here, this kind of zinc, this kind of prosperity, lapis, and we'll try the bort too, just for the, oh, and silver slate, okay. Interesting. Okay, so the zinc slate, does it do anything? No, it doesn't do anything. Deep slate diamond, looking good. We got 4 of them in there. We'll see how we do. Alright, 13 diamonds from 4. That's not bad. Deep slate zinc ores. Okay, so neither slate zinc nor deep slate zinc is gonna do anything in here. We got anything else we can... Deep slate prosperity? Nope. Deep slate lapis? Definitely yes. Definitely get a good amount of lapis. Alright, and that's not gonna work. And I bet this isn't gonna work. And I think that's gonna about do it for this time, folks. I'm gonna put a roof on the house, polish it up a little bit, and then we'll be back in the next episode. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.